Hello there and welcome here to a sunny Nashville, completely different to what it was qualifying yesterday. But yeah, again, sunny day here for the 16th round of the championship at another new track for the season. For the very first time, I believe, as well, in the history of the Craftsman Cup Series / Car Series back then. We are at Nashville Speedway, the 1.33 mile racetrack, and we're going to be doing 75 laps around this facility. Two drivers then sitting pretty in the top 10 at the moment. Noah Carr's the man of the hour, it would seem here. Two strong finishes in the last 2 weeks. Alongside him is Jack Mitchell, who I still believe is sitting pretty in the Rookie of the Season standings. Behind Noah Carr's is one of his teammates there, Chris Summers, the lowest ranked drivers for the Hendrick team. 3 of the other 4 are in the top 10, so Chris is the only one that's missing out on a top 10 spot. And Sam Oskin trying, but struggling season for the 16 team. Better qualifying though for him. He will start 4th on the grid. Championship leader Wes McCall starting yet again middle of the field in the 17th place. And the other 2 drivers then sitting second in the 3rd. RJ Bishop sitting 24th. Dylan Pote sitting way back in 36th. So they've got some work to do up at the front. Pace car then moves away and we are getting ready to let these cars run wild at Nashville. Here's the starting grid. And also another special offer is on grabs here. Whenever they race at Nashville, they will win themselves a nice guitar for them to carry. So not only they will get the win, they will also take home a lovely looking guitar. That's always tradition here at Nashville. But it is showtime. The green flag is underway and we are racing. That is a look of all 42 drivers then making their way into the turn 1 on lap 2. And we did see Chris Summers have the lead, not for long. Sam Oskin puts his post-it forward up at the front, followed by his teammate Carson Gum, who is moving up in the championship, and he wants to go for the lead now. Sam Oskin wants those 5 bonus points currently where he is in the championship, but Carson says, no, I'm going to lead the lap and take 5 points here. And indeed he does. And Jamie Smith, who has fallen out the top 10 for the first time this season, he's gone up into 2nd place now. And here comes another Roush Racing teammate, the 97 of Diego Ospina now. So Carson leads, Smith in 2nd, side by side between teammates for 3rd. And here comes Daniel Voiles and the M&M's forward on the inside of Chris Summers. And the pole sitter losing another spot to the championship leader, Wes McCall. Meanwhile, further back here through the field, there's a look at Dylan Young, side by side with Sky Commons. Nathan Hudson, who started 5th, who's fallen down the order. Also passed by his teammate there, Jessica Shelton. So the Roush Racing contingency then are up at the front there. There's the 17. catching up slowly with the 16, and the 97 and the 99. So all of that Roush Racing drivers then, looks like they're nearly all of them are in the top 10 pretty much, it would seem. As we have a look then further back through the field, there is a look at Jack Mitchell, started on the outside pole. James Quarles has passed him, so that's put Jack down into 21st place. So the outside pole sitter and rookie leader, I believe, struggling on the high side here, not really moving it up at all. As the field make their way through 3 and 4 yet another time. Looking all nice and good here so far. Meanwhile, back up front, it is now a Ford 1, 2, 3. Carson Gum, teammate Ospina and Daniel Voiles. That is your 3 Fords. There's Chris Summers. And now, look, the blue number 17 of Jessica Shelton. She is working her way up through the field now. So looks like we're going into the top 5, and yes, so we've got 3 Roush Racing drivers in the top 5 and 4 Fords in the top 5. Now when we're looking here at, that was a look at Trent Dunham with Brandon Tedisco there. Give props as well actually to the 12 of Christian Martin. Christian Martin started 35th. He was on the same row as Dylan Poultice. Poultice also on the inside with Cody Lammers there in the 18. So there they all go there, and still Jack Mitchell stuck in the middle, and there goes Charlie Buxton going through, and I think Zachary Fitzwater's almost thinking about going through as they're 4 wide, and there goes Dylan Young. Dylan Young gets it going though. Mitchell not really putting Fitzwater back onto the track, and they're spinning behind, and nearly upside down goes Colin Jones. Lands on his wheels though, but that was a hefty ride for Colin Jones when he went up on his side, and I do believe that will be the first caution. Yep, the yellow lights are flashing. Nick Gunther was also involved in it too, and he just cracked back into the top 10. So disaster for Gunther, as the leaders will make their way out of 4 and then across the tri-oval to get the caution. It will be Carson Gum, and it will be his teammate Diego Ospina and Daniel Voiles. That is your top 3 there completing. So caution is out. It was on lap 8. Here's a replay. So here's a look at a replay. And you can see just a couple of cars ahead, there were 4 wide. Hudson, the 2, the 42, and the 29. They were going 4 wide, then off the corner, and then they just all squeeze into one. And Dylan Young, you can see, just gets tagged by Jack Mitchell, but they keep it going. But then what happened with the 66? I'm thinking Gunther may have got into him. Now, they went 4 wide across the finish line here with Levi McIntyre, Ali Rain, and Brandon Ross. Oh no, was it Kyle Mitchell that got into Danny Wells that went into the 66? And then Matthews hits the 66, gets on the side. Seth Cole did great to miss it, as well as Michael Norman. Oh, I think there was a bit of contact there with Alex Rowe and Brandon Tedisco and RJ Bishop, who's high up in the championship and all. But I think I didn't see it there properly. I may have a look at another replay, maybe from the Goodyear blimp, to see if Kyle Matthews got into Danny Wells, which spun the 66 around. So here we go. Just keep an eye on that red and bluish number 45. Yeah, he does. He does get into the rear of Danny Wells, and Wells goes down into Gunther, spins Colin Jones around. Then the 45 hits the 66. Michael Norman did get a little piece of it and also hit the wall. Alex Rowe spinning. Tedisco hits the back of the 37, quite significant damage. Hopefully not too damaging the radiator on that Chevrolet car there. But yeah, it was Matthews getting into Danny Wells, and Wells going down into Jones and into Gunther and send them to spin around. But what a scary ride that was for Colin Jones. And this is from Seth Cole. Oh, wow. Danny Wells slides up 3 lanes. And on board with Kyle Matthews. Great run last week at Auto Club. Not so much here so far. Yeah, that was quite significant damage on the Petty Enterprises car. And now one more view from Colin Jones. Buckle up and sit tight. This is going to be quite a scary ride. Just try minding his own business and then he gets tagged. Well, here we see all of the drivers then are making their way into the pits for a pit stop. And Carson Gum is going to lead the whole field in. Looks like no one is going to stay out and get themselves maybe 5 bonus points to help their way, get them further up the standings or even a championship. So, yep, looks like the leader is bringing the whole field into the pit lane. There's the flag man there, very happily waving the green flag. Here we go, then let's put it on this camera angle here from pit lane 1. Pit lane number 1 camera there. So here comes a few drivers in, all of them into the pit lane. There's Summers, who's the closest. The nearest comes the pole sitter. He puts his Cornflake Chevrolet into the pit lane. Sam Oskin comes in, Dylan Young comes in. Here comes Jack Mitchell, since he's all the way down the order. And I think it looks like to me Carson Gum is going to come into the leader and come out as the leader. And Daniel Voiles goes second with Shelton, and Ospina's lost a couple of positions in the process there. I think he fell down to about 5th place. Oh, and Wes McCall and Sam Oskin nearly touched in the pit lane. But looks like everyone is all relatively okay. Oh, Seth Cole and Nathan Hudson nearly. But looks like everyone out has come out unscathed. Let's get back to the green. Oh, and I've just seen here a bit of drama going on. I've just noticed that Matt McIntyre does not have a bonnet on his Caterpillar Dodge. But even more so, Jamie Smith is coming into the pit lane. Now, Jamie Smith, we did see him as high as running in 2nd place, and it looks like there's a problem with the Morgan McClure Chevrolet. And he is back into the pits to maybe fix the problem or something like that, or is it maybe an internal problem with the engine? Well, just about to find out and see what happens. So let's see what Jamie... Has he been told to park the car, retire the car or something like that? Here we go. We'll find out here as he comes into the pit lane. And he's out. So there's an actual genuine problem with Jamie Smith. So sad to see there, Jamie Smith, who's not having the best of good form at the minute. And he's the first one to retire from the race. So Rotten Bitten Luck then for the 4 team. They are the first car to retire from the race, and that will make Jamie Smith tumble down the championship even more. Anyway, we're going to get back then to the green flag here. Carson Gum, who came into the pits as leader, comes out as the leader. Second then, good stop for Daniel Voiles in 3rd, as well as Jessica Shelton. Sorry, Voiles in 2nd. Shelton is 3rd. Chris Summers 4th. Ospina's got a little bit of work to do. He is going to restart in 5th, and then it is the first of the Joe Gibbs team. That is Liam Ervig, the rookie, in 6th place. Posted the Noah Cars will start 7th. 8th is Matt McLean. 9th place is Sky Commons, and Joshua Collard completing the top 10 as Wintergreen. Looks like there's a problem on Brent Wintergreen's car. So Matt McLean's teammate, who we're just seeing right now, and Wintergreen's car's not getting going too. And he comes into the pit. Well, he's coming into the pit lane. He is touring off the pace. I wonder if this could be an engine brake of a track. I'm not too sure. But Wintergreen already off the pace. And already some positions have already moved there. Daniel Voiles has not had a good restart. He falls down to 6th. Shelton now puts Roush Racing 1-2, and Liam Ervig, who restarted 6th, is up to 3rd already. Now Summers then side by side with his great friend Matt McLean in the 31, as well as Daniel Voiles, and also Joshua Collard has also made a good start there, already passing Noah Cars. So that puts him now, looks like he's into 8th spot. James Qualls in the 24. I just see him in the reverse livery, right behind the teammate, Noah Cars. So Gum leads, and now it looks like McLean is up into 3rd place. Yes, indeed he is. Although Ospina is wanting 4th place on Liam Ervig. And now Collard side by side with former champion Chris Summers as they make their way into turn 3. And yes, Ospina does get a hold of the 4th spot. So again, good showing here from the Roush Racing team. Let's have a look then further back here through the field. Where is the championship leader? Where is Wes McCall? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. And he's actually got some damage on the back of his Net Zero Chevrolet. We didn't see what happened there with him. Currently running in 28th place. And again, we don't know what happened to Matt McIntyre. Not unless if them two did make contact during the caution, which made Wes get that damage though. But yep, he's passing McIntyre there now. Brandon Ross was thinking about going for an overtake. Well, he does now. and he will get by the leader. So, yeah, where's McCall went? Down another spot. And Seth Cole might actually take advantage of it too in his pink, number 41. And there is Nathan Hudson all the way down in 31st or 32nd, I believe, when starting in 5th position. Charlie Buxton making a look on the inside of Carson Green. There's the 18 of Cody Lammers, who started in 40th spot. And looks like he's going to gift the inside to Buxton and all. Good drive so far from Cody. He was in 19th place, but he's about to lose that now to Charlie. And we also just see to Jack Mitchell. He's also back up here too in the 42. Looks like he might lose the position to the 2 of Dylan Young, or does Young tuck in behind the rookie? I'll tell you what, Daniel Voiles is kind of struggling. He's there falling back. He did restart 2nd spot, and he's fallen out of the top 10 as Liam Ervig also was losing more spots, because he was up as high as 3rd, and now he's fallen nearly to just about outside the top 10, as looks like Anthony McCreary, who was on his last race of suspension, is passing the former Daytona 500 champion Charles Sanford on the inside. And through goes the 8 car, so up another spot then goes McCreary, and Ervic's going to take advantage of it. And there's Christian Martin in the 12, followed by Chris Summers, and Mitchell on the inside of Jesse Turner, followed by the 2 of Dylan Young. And now Voiles has got the inside, and there is Dylan Poteet. There is Dylan. Yep, the Poteet fell down to 3rd place in the championship after his bad outing at Auto Club a week ago. He is still a little bit ahead after that nasty accident that he had on the backstretch. He is riding a little bit sore, but he is still racing, and he is still going quite well. He is ahead of Wes McCall as he's side by side with the red number 21 as we go 3 wide right ahead of them. Voiles on the inside, Oskin in the middle, and Dylan Young on the outside. And Poteet will take, thank you very much, I will take the position and get another point gained. Now, I think out of Bishop and McCall, I think he is the highest place of them all. Yeah, there's RJ right there, sitting 34th place. And the championship leader is... well, he's still there. He's running 28th. So, yeah, Dylan out of the top 3. He's moving places up. In fact, he's going to possibly make another pass here because Mitchell is on the outside. And that's another position gained now for Poteet. Meanwhile, back up front here with the leader. Still no change then whatsoever at the top 5, top 6 or whatever. And you can see there that it is still Carson Gum in the lead. Teammate Shelton in 2nd. Matt McLean in 3rd, who's last in points. This is a much needed run here for the 31 team. Just also seeing their wintergreen is back moving again, but looks like the car looks like he might be on a couple of cylinders down. He might be running on 7 cylinders. I want to see whether... yeah, he's running 20 miles an hour slower. So I'm thinking the 07 team is probably down a cylinder or so, but he's happy to keep the car going. But he is going to be in a bit of trouble here as more overtakes happening further back. That's Poteet still working his way through the field. That's him past Sanford. And now he's nearly cracked the top 10. He's got to get by Christian Martin, who's trying to have a look on the inside of Chris Summers. I'm still having our way through the field here. There is Nick Gunther recovering from his spin from lap 8, and he's just passed Wes McCall. So that'll be for 30th place. Now the next target for him will be the 77 of Ali Rain, and then the 7 of Brandon Tedesco. And Tedesco started dead last. He was involved. He does have slight bit of damage on that number 7. The front end is a little bit caved in after making contact with the 37. More battling then, and you can see Carson Green. We did see him up in the top 15. He's fallen now all the way down to 24th, but he has got the inside. Mitchell left high and wide. As well as Austin LaPlante and also Zachary Fitzwater. Hopefully Fitzwater's forgiven Jack what he did. That brought out the caution. Just got to be careful. The 29 and the 42. They're a little bit close. Carson running a little wide in 1, in 2. But he's okay though. Oh, Ozkin, not a good line from Sama Ozkin. He's going to lose a spot now to Seth Cole in the process. Now then, the leaders are catching up now on the lap traffic. That is Wintergreen in the 07. This is the first battle for position here. Dylan Young passing Levi McIntyre. Now can he get a good run and get by the 89 of Charlie Buxton, who tucks right in behind and shuts the door in Levi's face. And now Carson Green goes on the inside of Austin the Plant, as well as the 6, who is recovering now. Looks like he's got maybe the car sort of dialed in now. Meanwhile, the leaders then are still catching, slowly but surely catching up to Brent Wintergreen, the rookie in the 07. Yep, they are basically nearly on the same bit of tarmac now as Wintergreen. Is this to put me? Is he a lap down? I'm just checking to see. Well, how many? Oh, we're in. He's on lap 25. Oh, so by the looks of it, Wintergreen's 3 laps down. Right, okay. So Brent Wintergreen's 3 laps down. Carson looks to the inside. It was a really late lunge, I'd have to say, but he'll get the job done in on the backstretch, which indeed he does. Might pull a little bit of advantage then. Shelton's going to be side by side with Wintergreen going into 3. Wintergreen then going on the high side, leading the faster drivers go by there. There's a look at Kyle Matthews and Matt McIntyre. Still don't know what happened to him that put him the front bumper off. I'd still say possibly with the 0. I'm not too sure, but by my experiences though, by the looks of it there, that Cole's car does have a lot of damage on the rear, so possibly that's what's made the 22's bonnet disappear. Sama Ozkin started 4th, down to 28th. And now Carson Green's back on the outside again, and then through again goes the 49. And now the 7's got a bit of a run going. So, you know, Brian Tedisco thinks it's go time. Overall, the Plant looks like he's having a look on the inside of Tedisco, and he will get that position going into the next corner. Oh, and I tell you what, that was a bit forceful from Nathan Hudson. Slightly, just a little bit bumping Daniel Voiles up high on the track, and that's another position gained for Nathan Hudson. And Seth Cole dives low on Buxton into turn 3. Now Mitchell takes advantage of that then, and he will gain another spot. So already on to lap 32 out of 75. We'll give you a rundown then as Wintergreen then still getting lapped by some folk here. And there comes Noah Cars. Noah Cars has got up into 4th spot now. So he's passing Ospina. That is for the 4th position. And here comes Joshua Collard nearly getting into the 97, and he wants to retake the top 5 back, which indeed he does. Now, can James Qualls take advantage of it? Don't think he can. You are clear now, Diego. You can. Hold on now, just down to that 6th place here. Again, just looking here at Wintergreen. Looks like he's holding up some drivers now. Oh, Voiles, they're just squeezing by. Okay, we're just looking at the 2 because we're just seeing the 07. Now, Sky Commons just goes low, and I think Tedisco was having a look on the inside, and Tedisco goes by Sky Commons. The 7 and the 00 already winners this season. If I do actually remember, I think it was I'm just having a, oh, it wasn't, no, my apologies. I thought it was I can't mind. Shut up, Sean. I know Commons won at Auto Club, and I can't mind where Tedisco won it. But there he is now. He's working through the field. Buxton looks like, oh, problem with Cody Lammers. Ah, that's a big smash. Oh, I thought that was a big problem here, but Cody Lammers, there's a problem on the Joe Gibbs car, and look at the massive stack up. He wants to go to the inside, but he can't go anywhere. And now the other driver's getting held up behind. The slow 18. And Danny Wells is blown up for some reason. Wells's car's blown up. So absolute frantic and all that. Dylan Young even takes to the grass. So two drivers then, in a matter of just a couple of seconds, have had problems. Problem with the 18 and problem with the 9. The engine's gone. Interesting developments here. And look at they're still stacking up behind. So in goes Wells, in goes Lammers. Their day's done now. And now we've got some free-ride activity now going on with the 11, the 15 and the 88. And Brandon Ross will take advantage of it possibly. But that's left a huge gap now. Oh, and Charlie Buxton's now got a problem. Oh, they might be pitting. Oh, we could have some pit stops going on. Anyone else pitting? No, it looks like to me it was only... Well, Cody Lammers is coming out, so he might be okay. But it looks like Charlie Buxton's the first to come into the pits, as well as a couple others. Yeah, I think there's just a couple others as well, so... Yeah, that was a real hair-raising moment for some of these drivers. Poteet's coming in. Looks like Summers is also coming in. Ospina and James Qualls is coming in. The top 5 stay out to do yet another lap. So we're going to have green flag pit stops here. And we're on to the second half of the race. A few more other drivers in. There's Daniel. RJ Bishop's also in. RJ Bishop goes out as well as Buxton. Who else is also into the pits? There was, yeah, Ospina, Qualls, Summers... Oh, and Danny Wells' car's actually got going, so they must have fixed the issue. But his chances of winning the race is completely gone now. So he's still in the race, albeit a few laps down. Matt McIntyre, both McIntyres are in the pit lane. Brandon Ross is in, Sanford's in. And it looks like the leaders are all coming in, and I think Joshua Collard stayed out and do yet another lap, I believe. Yep, so all the other leaders that are in is except for Collard. So Collard stays out and gets himself 5 championship points. There he is. But I'm pretty sure he will come into the pit lane this time by. And he will go into the pits. Yes, he is. So he is actually coming in the pit lane. So he wanted to do another lap. In goes Tedesco and Carson Green. Out goes Martin. Out goes McLean. And Jesse Turner also out there. Oh, McLean might have actually had... He might come out as the leader here. Not unless we can get by the 99 of Carson Gum. They're side by side here, the 17 and the 9 and the 31. But Carson Gum holds out and still holds the lead. As Joshua Collard now is into the pit lane. He's probably the last one into pit. As out goes Colin Jones. Still probably scared from that little ride that he had back at lap 8 that brought out the caution. So by the looks of it, it looks like Carson Gum is going to come out still as the leader. McLean has made a great stop. He's now up in the second place. And the two Roush Racing team is side by side now for third place. And the pole sitter, sorry, I thought I was the pole sitter. No, but Noah Cars is into fifth place with Dylan Poteet in sixth. And then look at this racing going on here there. Charles Sanford, Trent Dunham, Christian Martin on the inside, Charlie Buxton. Just need to see where... Oh, there's Collard there. So he comes out behind James Qualls, potentially behind Dylan Poteet, actually. Yeah, he is going to come up behind Poteet. So Collard stays into the top 10. Look at this gaggle of cars here with Martin Sanford, and then Chris Summers, Liam Ervig, Trent Dunham, Charlie Buxton, the 49 of Austin LaPlante, and the pole sitter there, Noah Cars there too. So we'll give you a rundown then as... We've got ourselves a lead change, actually. Matt McLean is now into the lead. Don't know what happened there, but Matt McLean has gone into the lead and he's passed Carson Gum. So Matt McLean now into the lead of the race. Second is Carson Gum. Third is Jessica Shelton. Diego Ospina in fourth. James Qualls is in fifth. Poteet's in sixth. Seventh is the 43 of Joshua Collard. Christian Martin up into eighth. Sanford ninth. And Chris Summers completing the top 10. Then 11th is Austin LaPlante, Liam Ervik in 12th. 13th is Noah Cars, just had to check that there. Charlie Buxton 14th. Trent Dunham 15th. His teammate Andy McCreary running in 15th, my apologies. Then in 16th is Jesse Turner. Then you go to Sky Commons. Then there's the 40 of RJ Bishop, second in the championship. 19th for Alex Rowe and Zachary Fitzwater completing the top 20. There's Bantadisco battling with Colin Jones. That is only for 35th place, unfortunately. And there's the championship leader now down in 34th place, behind Carson Green in the 15. Levi McIntyre in the 88, and a bad pit stop then for the 42 team. He's all the way down in 31st place. So Jack Mitchell must have had a nightmare of a pit stop. Wintergreen now comes into the pit lane. Now they're now actually coming up on more lap traffic. It's Kyle Matthews in the 45. That's to put him a lap down. There's a look then at Danny Wells. Danny Wells got the car fixed, but yeah, it looks like he's going to be struggling for speed and all, as the leaders now have actually lapped the 45 to put him a lap down. I mean, what a run James Qualls has having already this season. He's gathered the most top 5 so far this season. And he's carrying on his good luck charm already into driving the 24. He drove the 88 last season. He's driving the 24 this season. And, you know, he's showing what he can do, and that he's got so much talent behind the wheel. He really, really does. I'm just having a look further back here. Yep, Wintergreen comes back out on the track. Now is Matt McIntyre. There's Danny Wells. And he's going to be the next car to be put a lap down. Well, he's probably going to be already a couple of laps down. As Dylan Potey gets by Matthews. And now here comes Matthews' teammate, Joshua Collard. And Christian Martin. What a drive this is actually from Christian Martin. He started 41st. He's in the top 10 here. Great drive here from Christian Martin in the Sony car. And he's also close enough in the championship as well. I do believe he comes into this 4th in the championship, is Christian. So good run here from him. Good run as well for Austin Plant in the 49. Just seeing how further back here through the field. There's Daniel Voiles there. You'd see him up at the front for a lot of the time, like we always do at the start of the races, but it's the second half of the race he sort of struggles. He's down in 22nd place now. And looks like there's some racing going on there as Levi McIntyre passes Michael Norman. That will be for 32nd spot. And it looks like that is a position change. And now Carson Green will want to take advantage of that and pass Michael Norman. Norman in the top 10 in the standings. Not a good run then for the 5 team, although he does sustain some damage there from the caution. There's a look at Seth Cole there, down in 23rd place, about to pass Trent Dunham. Oh, Dunham's actually had the problem too. He's down in 39th. I thought Dunham was actually in the hunt for position there, but no, Dunham's also picked up a problem, and he's now running a couple of laps down. Oh, I'd say 1 lap down. My apologies. 1 lap down. Now then, Nathan Hudson all over the back of Seth Cole. And Hudson has the inside. We did see him make a bit of a revival up at the front before the pit stops was happening. Oh, and a problem for the championship leader. Where's McCall? Championship leader. And he comes to a stop. And this will almost certainly put him into the loss of the championship lead as Carson Gum, it was all over the back of the 31. So championship leader in trouble, into the pits, and he's going to be multiple laps down. And like I says, that is almost pretty much certainty that he is going to lose the championship lead after Nashville. Dylan Young has now passed the slow Trent Dunham. Got ourselves a nice gaggle of cars here, led by Nathan Hudson in the 6. Wow, how come? I'm amazed at so many drivers that it's actually occurred some problems. This is actually incredible. I never known Nashville to be an engine breaker, but it looks like it is. Anyway, the top 3 are really close together. Ospina's starting to lose out a bit. Now they are catching up on Matt McIntyre to put him a lap down in 22. He is just on the tail end of the lead lap. We are on lap 52 out of 75, so about 20 odd laps to go till the end of the race. But the 3 of them are close together. Ospina just sort of struggling at the back there in 4th, and then James Qualls in 5th. And I tell you what, the 19 slowly catching up, as well as the 43. He's actually distanced himself away from Christian Martin. So this is a great run as well now from the 43. But he is actually catching up with the leaders. He's probably got the fastest car on the grid. He probably does have the fastest car. We're all single file now. But what a run this is actually now for the 43. And then also, you know, this is blown this championship wide open with the 0 encountered a problem. Just seeing if he's still in the pits though, as McLean tries to lap McIntyre. Yeah, so again, McCall's still in the pit lane. That's Tedesco getting by the ailing Danny Wells, as well as Gunther. And here comes Nick Gunther, who's by, who is running a few laps down too. More drivers then lapping Kyle Matthews in the process. Now then, here comes Ospina to put a lap on McIntyre. Qual still in 5th. 6th is Dylan Poteet. 7th is Joshua Collard. 8th is Christian Martin. 9th is Joe Sanford. Chris Summers in the top 10. Austin Plant, great ride for him. 11th place. And then in 12th position is the 20 of Liam Ervig. And we're going to a place where Austin Plant actually took his pole position at Nazareth next week. And we're going to be racing under the lights there too. James Qualls now gets by the lap 22 car. More battles then. This is for position. Daniel Voiles on the inside of RJ Bishop. Bishop second in the championship. That's him lost the spot. And here comes Alex Rowe in the white and green, number 37. He's going to take advantage and put the man that's second in the points down yet another spot. And I wonder if the 16 of Sam Oskin will also take advantage of that too. Yet again, the top 3 again are close. Look at them. That's probably about like, about 4/10 of a second separating first to third. Must be. About 20 laps to go now at Nashville. And what an interesting race this has turned out to be. Jamie Smith encountering problems out of the race. The 07's encountered problems. He's still going. The 0, the championship leader, encountered problems. He's still in the race. And out goes Wes McCall. So he's back out on the track. Joshua Collard is getting really close to the back of the 19 car. I mean, who else has encountered problems? Cody Lammers, Danny Wells. They've all encountered problems on this track. But I think the man who's got a really fast car right now is the 43 of Collard. He has got the car dialed in here. And he has closed up so much on Dylan Pulte. We're going to have ourselves yet another position change here in just a couple of minutes here. Charles Sandford goes to the inside. May got held up just a slight bit on the 22. And puts McIntyre, passes McIntyre without any complications. Now Chris Summers is going to do the same thing. Will Austin Plant do it as well? Or is it just too late for him? No, he'll just drive onto the inside. McIntyre doing the honourable thing, going up on the high side. Now let's see, Collard is getting closer. Joshua Collard has got a car that is unreal right now. Let's have a look further back here. Oh, Brandon Ross into the pits. Is this going to be another scheduled pit stop here? Or is this yet another problem? I'm not too sure. Anyway, he's in the pit lane. Probably the first ones to pit. That might be an actual problem with the 21. I'm not too sure. But anyway. Oh, and Collard's got a problem. Collard's got a problem from 7th place when he was just catching up to Poteet. Oh no, Joshua, he's got a problem. Oh, and he just got Charlie Buxton had nowhere for him to go. So not only he's got a problem, now he's got a damaged car, and Sky Commons forces the issue, as well as Zachary Fitzwater. Now Buxton has incurred some damage too. But more problems on the racetrack, and it's Joshua Collard. He comes to the pits from 7th place, maybe to retire, or not unless if he's doing the same thing what Cody Lammers has done. And that's such a shame. Such a shame. Because Joshua did have a really fast car, and now the car, he looks like he's going to might be out of the race. I'm not too sure. Well, I'll tell you what, Dylan Pulte will breathe a huge sigh of relief. There's the 43, changing tyres, so it might be just a problem or what have you. Not too sure about the 89, if he's out of the race. I'll actually have a look then, as we still got Matt McLean in the leader race. So now Pulte can breathe a huge sigh of relief, now that he doesn't have the 43 of Joshua Collard. And Buxton's out of the race and all. Charlie Buxton, he's the second guy to retire, as well as Jamie Smith. Let's have a look at where Daniel Voiles is at the moment. Running 15th place. Just ahead of him is the 10 of Jesse Turner. There he is in the Valvoline. And he's going to be the next guy in line to try and pass the Ailing problem there. But it looks like the right side of Joshua Collard's car is up a bit. So there could be a problem there with the right-hand side. And again, and now Shelton. Shelton's looking real close onto his teammate Carson Gum. Yeah, so you can see the top 5 still all in shot. McLean leads, Gum in second, third is Shelton, my apologies. 4th is still Ospina, James Cole still 5th, and in 6th place is Dylan Pulte, the best placed of the Dodgers, as Shelton had to back out because he was really close, unless he got told by a spotter, just to back away just a little bit. Now they are coming again to lap McLean's teammate Wintergreen. Where's the 19? Where's Pulte? Pulte stopped on the back. What is going on here? Why is so many drivers encountering problems on the racetrack? But now Alex Rowe comes into the pit lane. Cody Lammers is also in, I think, as well as RJ Bishop, but third in the championship now. Also having problems too. And that's another driver, as well as Collard, as well as Lammers, as well as his teammate Danny Wells, as well as Jamie Smith, as well as Collard. So many drivers having problems on. This must be an engine killer. Anyway, we actually do have some green flag pit stops coming into play. I think Brandon Ross also may have incurred a problem because he pitted like 5 laps before all the other drivers then coming into the pit lane. Let's see then. Right, so McLean's gone by his teammate perfectly fine. Carson Gunn may have held up just a slight bit behind. And now McLean comes into the pit lane. And I think as well, Shelton is as well. So Carson Gunn is going to re-inherit the lead back. And there is Danny Wells. He's also coming into the pits as well. Ervik stays out. Carr stays out. And I think as well as Anthony McCrory, who stays out. Sky Commons then back into the pit lane. Yeah, so we've got less than 10 laps to go now. And everyone has gone in. Matt McLean's in. Yeah, so all of the other leaders are in except for the Carson Gum. I'm trying to find where Carson is. Ospina comes out. And there's Carson. Carson's in. As well as the other drivers stayed out a lap longer. The 20, the 44, and the 8. So Ospina. Oh, as well as Oskin. Oh, as well as the other drivers too. Fitzwater, Cole, Hudson. So this is going to be really interesting now. I wonder where the 97 is going to come out after all of this. We've got less than 10 laps to go. Pulte's back out on the track, albeit a load of laps down now. Carson Green also in. Colin Jones also in. Trent Dunham is also in. Quiet race for Trent. Don't know what happened to him, how he incurred the problem. But there is Gunther. Gunther comes in from 10th place as well. So, like the caution that he did on lap 8 is helped out here. I want to see where the other... I think Pulte's also coming into the pits, I think. But trying to see where the leader is all at here. I don't even know. There's so much things going on. I don't even know who we're looking at here. And I do believe the 31 comes out ahead. Yes, so I think it's to my knowledge then the 31 of Matt McLean, who's got himself a huge advantage now. And it's Ospina running in 2nd place, Shelton in 3rd, Martin's in 4th, Sanford's in 5th, and Carson Gum down to 6th. So Carson has had a terrible pit stop. Look at the racing behind as we're 3 wide here, with Oskin on the bottom, Voiles in the middle, and Alex Rowe up top, as well as Sky Commons closely behind too. Oh, and there's contact there. Voiles gets into row. And still leaning on him, not giving the rookie any quarters whatsoever. Carson Gum is getting absolutely harassed by the rookie Ervig out of turn 4. But to me, by the looks of it, the 31 is into the lead of the race. So when they come out now with how many laps to go? 6 laps to go. McLean leads. Ospina second. Shelton is in third. Martin's in fourth. Fifth is Sanford. Sixth is now Liam Ervig. Seventh place is Carson Gum. Then Austin Plants into a fine 8th place. Battling going on here with more Chevrolets. That's McCready in 9th. Summers in 10th. And James Qualls in 11th place. And Qualls was in the top 5 before coming into the pit lane. Now in 13th place now, is that? Yeah. Oh no, I know. So Jesse Turner's passed Noah Cars for 13th place. So Cars down to 13th. Daniel Voiles up into 14th. And there's Tedesco. Tedesco's up here. We're not seeing him as high as this before in the race, but he's going to lose some spots now. Oskin's gone through. Commons is going through. So that's 2 positions lost now for Tedesco. Will Alex Rowe... I don't think he's too close to the back of the 7, but gets a good run going into 3. Tedesco gives the room to Alex Rowe. At least Tedesco's a bit more respectful to Alex Rowe, unlike Voiles was a lap or 2 ago. And there is RG Bishop, who is down. Second in the championship, is now into 20th place. And he will have known through his headset as well with his spotter that the 1 and 19, the 0 and the 19 have incurred some problems. But Matt McLean on course here for his second win in the return of the CCS. He won at Homestead, where he passed Jesse Turner on the last lap. Wintergreen then comes into the pit lane, many laps down though. And yep, he's got 3 more laps to get his second win of the return of the CCS. And Ospina, who's been kind of falling down in the points, is going to have himself a strong finish to end it in second. Not unless if Shelton says anything. Not unless if there's any team orders or whatever. And there is Wes McCall down in 38th place. Brandon Ross, who we did see early going into pits about like 10-15 laps ago, he's now in 29th place on the lead lap. Mitchell in 28th. Carson Green in 27th. There's the man that's sitting third in the points, down in 37th place. There you got Levi McIntyre 26th, Ali Rain 25th, Gunther 24th, Hudson 23rd. God, look at this here. Lap cars and RG Bishop trying to get by both of them. And gets by there without any sort of problems here. But looks like this is going to be a close one thing. Led by Daniel Voiles. There's Noah Cars. There's Jesse. And now Chris Summers. Oh, now James Qualls has got himself into the top 10. We don't have a lot of laps left, actually. Won the last lap now, actually. They're on the white flag, and McLean's slowing down. McLean is slowing down. He's now encountered a problem too. And now it's Shelton and Ospina and now Christian Martin. So a problem has occurred on Matt McLean on the last lap. This race is just getting absolutely incredible by the second, and Shelton has passed both Ospina. Ospina got held up behind the 31, had to go to high side, and Shelton went down low. Now it's got to be a photo finish, and Shelton just wins it off of Martin. What an unbelievable way to end the race. Looks like McLean was on course to win the race, had a giant lead. I can't even find him. Where is he? I think he's out the race. I can't even find him. He was on course to win the race, had a gigantic lead. And then a problem occurs on the last lap, and Shelton takes the victory. I don't believe that. I literally cannot believe that. Well, what an incredible finish to the race that was. And Shelton wins it for Roush Racing. Another Ford has gone into victory lane. Unbelievable end to the race. So many car problems and all that. But anyway, Shelton, she wins round 16 at Nashville. What a race. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I'm trying to get my breath back after that. So give this race a like. If you want to get involved in the Discord group, there'll be a link in the description there. But my oh my, I'm off to try and get my voice back again. Anyway, here's the official results and the points, and we'll head to round 17 under the lights at Nazareth. What a finish!